Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always coming back. Hey guys, growing up, I used to think that we only have some type of marriage, okay, which is why I kind of developed love towards making content as regard to marriage, right? I used to think that we have traditional marriage and godly marriage, right? That's but in my adult life, yes, in my adult life, I've really come to realize or come to terms that we have four types of marriage, which I'm going to be explaining to you guys in this video and narrow it down so that you guys will know whenever I'm talking about making videos on marriage, you know the type of marriage I'm referring to, right? Because I used to think that okay, it just traditional or godly marriage, but I was getting it all wrong. Which I sat down to ask myself, who are my audience? Who am I my videos channel to? Because I believe my video is not for everybody, right? Yeah. So I want to specify in this video the type of marriage that we have so that anytime I'm making videos as regard to marriage, my audience will know that, okay, I'm referring to them, okay? So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Welcome back, guys. Before I continue, I'm going to be listing the four type of marriage that I want to talk about on this video, okay? Let me know in the comment section the one you resonate with and the one you fall into, the category that you fall into, okay? So that I will know my people and my people will know me, right? Now, the first type of marriage I want to be talking about, in case you see me looking down, I'm reading from my laptop, okay? So the first type of marriage that we have here is traditional marriage, right? When I mean traditional marriage, I'm not talking about those traditional rites that people perform in their culture before they get married to their wife, okay? I'm talking about in polygamous view. This traditional marriage, those people that believe that, okay, I am entitled to marry more than one wife, or I can marry more than one husband. This is my culture, this is my tradition, this is what I believe, okay? And they so believe in it that when they marry their first wife, the first wife ought to know or is expected to know that, okay, my husband will still get married to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as the case may be, right? Or my wife will still get married to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 husband, as the case may be, okay? So this is the type that I categorize under traditional marriage. Now, if you ask me why this happened, I don't know, but as some believe that it's because of cultural pride and heritage, right? Desire for many children, symbol of wealth or status, and influence of ancestral practice. Yeah, these are the kind of mindset or notion that people that embark on this type of marriage have, okay? It's working for them. I mean, so many of them are enjoying it. It's kind of important that you explain to your maybe your spouse, this is the kind of marriage that I want, and if the person agree, so be it, two of you can fly on that notion, okay? But I want to believe that this kind of marriage can lead to emotional neglect, jealousy, and rival, okay, among the wife or among the husband, as the case may be, okay? And it's not always based on true love or emotional connect, because Bible said, sorry, we're not talking about Bible, okay? We assume that they're supposed to love their wife, okay, and wife respect your husband. But in this case, it's only one way thing, because it's only the wife that is reciprocating by respecting the husband. You ought to respect me, but there is no onus on the guy to love his wife, because today I'm with Nkechi. Sorry. Today I'm with my first wife. Tomorrow I'm with my second wife. Next tomorrow I'm with my third wife or husband, as the case may be, right? So I kind of feel that it's one way thing. If it's one man now getting married to different wife, it's coming from the place of, okay, you guys are supposed to love me back as your husband, but whether I love you or I don't love you, it's none of your business, right? So some women are forced into this type of marriage, or they are pressured into it. Yeah, maybe because their parents believe in, oh, Mr. Obi, so I'm owing him one plot of land, and because I cannot pay back, I'm going to give my daughter hand in marriage, let them get married to this kind of man, right? So that kind of marriage do exist till today, and people are still practicing it, okay? Now let's look at the second type of marriage that we have here. The second type of marriage is godly marriage, right? This type of marriage is based on godly principles, like the principle God had in mind when he instituted the institution of marriage, okay? Love your wife, wife respect your husband, and all that, okay? And marriage should be honored by all. Hebrew 13:4, marriage should be honored by all, and marriage bed undefiled, and all that, okay? This type of marriage, or the people that practice this type of marriage, base their marriage or their institution on one man, one woman, okay? And they lay down godly principle that each of them will follow. I mean, it's everywhere. You read it from the Bible, okay? Now, Christ is the center of their home in this type of marriage. And forgiveness, prayer, sacrifice, and patience, purpose, and everything is embedded in this type of marriage. And it gives me joy if I see couple that their marriage is based on godly marriage, and you see them living according to the principles that God laid as regards to marriage. Okay, anytime I see them celebrating their 5 years anniversary, in fact 1 year, 10 years, 5 years, 15, 20 years, I'm always smiling like from jaw to jaw, because I feel like this kind of marriage doesn't come easy. Okay, in as much as they're coming out to tell us, okay, this is our 15th year of being married as husband and wife in a godly marriage, right? I see forgiveness, I see sacrifice, I see a lot of compromise, not compromise in a negative way, okay? People going out of their way to be nice and kind to each other. I see love, undiluted love, because I mean, Christ is the center of the home, and Christ is love. Love is Christ, right? So when they are coming out to celebrate this thing, I applaud them, and I as well give thanks to God, because it's not easy. They're not just coming out to tell you that, oh, it's been rosy, it's been all blazing. I mean, the step is in each other's toe every day. Okay, so this kind of marriage is like I said, between one man and one woman. Christ is the center of their home, and is embedded with forgiveness, prayer, sacrifice, purpose, a lot of things. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, I hope you are getting value from this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to drop a comment for me in the comment section. Okay, now the key traits about this marriage is that they pray together. Their prayer life is burning. Their prayer altar should be up and doing, right? And they have emotional and spiritual connection between the two of them. Accountability to God, not to culture or to internet or the worldly version of it. Okay, so I like this kind of marriage. Okay, at the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the kind of marriage that my content is centered on, so that we don't get it mixed up. Okay, now the next type of marriage that we have here is social media marriage. Bring your seat closer in case you don't know that there is something like that. Yes, we actually have people that want to get married just to pepper people on social media. Okay, I'm getting married to this Oyibo guy, I'm going to pepper you guys. You guys will be sick and tired of me on this app. Definitely will be sick and tired of you. Okay, by the time you come back complaining. Online in-laws controls the home. Yeah, that's the main how will I put it? That's the main trait about this marriage. Okay, so for the lack of better words, let me use this that way. That's the main trait as regards to this social media marriage, because I mean, it's the online in-laws that have a say in the marriage. If they're having any issue, of course, in marriage, issues are meant to happen. Okay, so when this type of people that are in this marriage are having any issue, let's believe that their social media app or their online, social media app is their go-to. They are coming down there to post every argument, post everything. Like, let us be the judge. We that are the online in-laws, online fathers, online brothers and sisters will be the one dissecting, judging, and giving them advice on what to do and what not to do as regard to whatever that is happening in their marriage, right? So this kind of marriage, let me explain it to you in a simple term, okay? Is a marriage where couple constantly seek validation, advice, or approval from their followers online, like QED, like nothing more, nothing less. Anything that is happening, they are coming on social media to ask us, okay? So red flag as regard to this marriage is posting every argument, every makeup stories on social media. When they argue, we know. When they make up, we know. When they make their first love, we know. First kiss, we know. Like everything, they are coming to update us. Of course, we are here for them, right? Them asking followers on what should I do about my husband or about my wife. Maybe your wife is not forthcoming in terms of bedmatic, you come out and ask us. Of course, we are going to let you know, update you as regard to your in-laws, or a bit tag along in the marriage, right? We are going to answer you definitely. Okay, now you see consequences of this kind of marriage is that privacy is lost. Yeah, they don't have any are they talking about privacy? Did they even get married in the first place to give themselves privacy? They get married so that they will update us on what is happening. Okay, so there's nothing like privacy in this kind of marriage. Backlash as regard to this type of marriage is that real problem becomes public entertainment. Okay, sometimes they can be having real problem that needs like solution, but when they bring it on social media, as of course they are supposed to bring it on social media now, because this is social media marriage. When they bring it, it will turn to public entertainment, right? Something that people are supposed to take serious and give them serious advice. I mean, we catch cruise a lot on this social media. We use it to catch cruise, right? Now, uninvited opinion. Real words should be sacred. Okay, when I was writing this point down, I was like, it shouldn't be, but it should. When I wrote it, and I smiled, to be honest with you guys. And at the same time, I was saying, uninvited opinion doesn't have a say in this type of marriage, because they invited us in the first place, and we must shook our mouth on their marriage. Okay, so let me know in the comment section the marriage that you are practicing before I mention the last one. Okay, marriage is not content strategy; it is a covenant. But this kind of people, they don't understand that one. They have nothing to do with covenant. Okay, very sure they've not read Romans 12:2 that said, do not conform to the standard of this world, but you know, the kind of marriage that you adopt, or the one that is working for you, so that we'll know who my audience are. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, now before I say the last type of marriage, if you've not liked this video, please give me a massive thumbs up. Okay, now the last but not the least, can you guess? The last but not the least is church marriage. Yes, you heard me right? Church marriage, the ceremony but not the substance. You see, there is difference between godly marriage and church marriage. Okay, it's not everybody that go to church to get married is actually practicing godly marriage, right? Some people still go to church to get married, but when they come back home, they turn to, even what they do, devil cannot recognize them. Devil will just be like, and I didn't send you that. Okay, so let's not get it mixed up. Godly marriage is entirely different from church marriage. Okay, now when people marry in church for appearance, family expectation, or tradition, but their aim of marriage is not rooted in God, please, let's classify them under church marriage. Okay, so if you find yourself in this category, you are under church marriage. Yeah, we recognize you, lovely wedded husband and wife, right? But the principles of godly marriage, or what God had in mind when instituted the institution of marriage, is not anywhere close to you. So let's push you to church marriage. Okay, the signs of this kind of marriage, in case you see somebody exhibiting this sign, so you know, right? The first sign is that there is no real understanding of spiritual responsibilities. They don't know their left from right. Husband, love your wife. Wife, respect your husband. Marriage bed undefined. All these principles that God laid, one man to one wife, they don't know it. Their marriage is not rooted in all these spiritual responsibilities that God gave when he's they don't stress them. Another focus about this marriage is ceremony focused and not covenant focused. They are just focused on the ceremony, like who is coming, who is doing their chebi, like Pastor Manito was on, let's be fast and do this thing so that people will know that we are legally married. Like, let's take a moment. Okay, because this kind of people, they feel that, oh, because I've gone to church to get married, everybody should know that I'm now married to this man, and respect our marriage. Everything that has to do with godly marriage is not in the picture. Okay, so like I said, living opposite to God's word after the wedding day, like, fine and good, you came to church to be proclaimed man and wife, or husband and wife, as the case may be, right? But all the principles that should follow marriage according to God's standard is nowhere around your home. That's why if you see some people that they get married in church, but the kind of character or the thing that is beating has not. What I normally tell people is that you and your will-be husband or will-be wife should sit down and ask each other, what type of marriage are we entering into? Like, get it clear from the onset, so that people will not enter there and be frustrated and be unaliving each other's life. Okay, now reality about this marriage is that church wedding or church marriage is not the same as godly marriage. Okay, you can have church marriage and still dishonor God at every point in time in your home. That one is clear. Okay, the question now that I want to ask is that, did you marry for the ceremony or for the covenant? Okay, having made mention of this 4 type of marriage that we have, or that I've noticed traditional marriage, I've noticed social media marriage, I've noticed godly marriage, and I've noticed church marriage. Okay, now for the purpose of my content as regards to marriage, please, I'm referring to people that are doing godly marriage. Okay, if you are doing social media marriage, and sometimes what I'm saying as regard to marriage on my channel can be contradicting to you, because what you know as regard to your own marriage is entirely different from the point I'm coming from. Okay, so let's not get it mixed up. Okay, like I was saying, I used to tell people that you have to sit down and ask your husband or your wife, what kind of marriage are you people entering into? Are you going to do godly marriage that you guys will raise godly seed, or are you coming there to do traditional marriage, like your husband is allowed to sleep with as many as he wants, or are you coming there for social validation? Are you just going there for pastors to celebrate, or for people to gather and say, okay, we recognize you as husband and wife? Then when you get to your home, anything that has to do with godly marriage is far from your home. Okay, so it's very, very important that I get it right now. Okay, moving forward, I mean, I should have done this how many years ago that I started making content as regard to marriage, but we learn every day. Okay, so let me know what you guys think as regard to this video. Okay, what type of marriage do you have and which one do you want? I want to sincerely believe that whichever type of marriage that you choose, aside from godly marriage, it is still not late. Like, it's not late for you to get it right if you will sincerely make up your mind with you and your husband that, okay, from here today henceforth, we got it wrong from the onset. I know there's a place in Bible that said if the foundation is faulty, what would the righteous do? But God is still merciful, right? He can still turn things around, right? So if you are in any type of marriage that is not godly marriage and you wish to turn back to godly marriage, you wish to, okay, say, God, we want to have it done your own way, you can still do that, because God is kind of merciful, right? He's full of mercy and compassion. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about this video. Will you been making research or have been thinking about this type of marriage for ever a long time? Because I've seen it played out, and if you've been following me since I started my channel, sometime or at some point I stopped talking about marriage because I was getting it mixed up. I didn't know who my audience were, or I was thinking, okay, my audience ought to know that I'm talking about godly marriage. But some people that are doing church marriage still watch me. Some that are doing traditional still watch me, and I think we are having back and forth. So having set the record clear now, I want to sincerely believe that from now henceforth, any advice or anything that has to do with marriage that I'm bringing out on any of my social media platform, I'm saying it based on godly principles, okay, godly marriage, so that we will not be stepping on each other's toe. Okay, that is the aim of this video, to come and clarify who my audience are. In case you fall into this category of godly marriage, let me know in the comment section, okay, so that we'll roll and ride together. Okay, so see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment in the comment section. Bye guys.